My favorite part about LEGO is the minifigures, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. And Ninjago has a ton of really amazing minifigures. This was originally going to just be a top 10 video, but I just couldn't help but include 10 more. So here we are with the top 20 best Ninjago minifigures. So let's start off with our number 20. So to kick off this list, I've put Moro, the original Moro from 2015. I'm not really a huge fan of the new one. So anyway, I really like this figure because we don't really get many translucent pieces on minifigures anymore. But my one small problem with him is that it looks like that Moro's legs are potentially a different shade of green to his head, because in some pictures it is dark green and in some they're both light green. So I don't know which is the real one, but anyway, he is in the 20th spot. And in 19th, I've put an entire category of figures being the DX Ninja, and that is going to be a recurring thing in this video because there are just some suit lines where every single one of them looks absolutely amazing. So in order from my least favorite to my most favorite DX Ninja suit, it's going to have to be Zane, Cole, Kai, and then the best being Jay, who also happens to be the most expensive of the bunch. Anyway, what I really like about these figures is that on their back, the ninja have their names, and it's not in jargon, which is also a really good thing, because every single other time we see words in Ninjago, it's in jargon. Anyway, I also really like the dragon designs on the front of the torsos as well. And in 18th, we have Dragon Master Wu from Hunted. Okay, so firstly, I really like the gold on this figure because there is so much of it, and I also really like the white highlights on it as well. His armored piece also looks really nice, and it kind of reminds me of the Dragon's Rising hoods. And for the 17th spot, we are continuing on with the golden theme with the Golden Master minifigure, aka the Digital Overlord from 2014. So firstly, I just really like the golden ribcage on the front of his torso, and the purple around it also just complements it really well. And then that paired with his golden shoulder armor and his pretty cool helmet, he is easily the best Overlord minifigure we have ever gotten. And now in 16th, we have another villain, or rather two villains, being the Hands of Time. I mean, they are practically the same figure apart from the face print and a couple of other small details, being that Crux has his hourglass on the right of his torso and Acronix doesn't, but he does have a phone where Crux doesn't have anything at all. Anyway, I also really like their hoods with the Time logo as well. And for the 15th spot, I have yet another villain minifigure and another Moro minifigure, being the figure depicting Moro possessing Lloyd. So let's firstly start with his hood and armor combo, because that is obviously the coolest part of this figure. So I don't really know what to really say about it, but I mean, it just looks really cool. The only thing that I think would have made this figure look a lot better is if it had the allied armor, but I don't really know how they would have gone about doing that. But yeah, this figure is still really incredible. And in 14th, I have Pythor. And if you didn't know, there are so many different Pythor figures, and honestly they all just look super cool, but I only want to include one Pythor figure on this list. So my favorite one is gonna have to be the white Pythor from the Samurai DBX set from the Tournament of Elements wave. So what I really like about all of the Pythors are their heads, because I just really think the neck is really cool, and I also really think the white and purple complement each other really well. A lot better than the purple and black from his OG design, which may be a bit of a hot take, especially because he has black arms on that figure as well, which is just completely inaccurate to the show. And now in 13th, I have the Fugitive Ninja from Crystallized. So I just think that these figures look so great that I literally brought the Overlord Temple pretty much just so I could get those figures. I guess the build is cool as well. Anyway, I just really love how all of their suits are the same apart from their colors, of course. So all of their suits obviously look really good, but my favorite one is gonna have to be Lloyd's, and of course that is the only one which I didn't get, which is a bit annoying, especially because I'm pretty sure he isn't the cheapest to buy on Bricklink either. And in 12th, we have Destiny Zane. This figure just looks really great. I really like all of the Destiny Ninja, but Zane is just a cut above the rest. So much in fact that I think it may be the sole reason that I even like this set in the first place. The funny thing is though, I don't really know what I like so much about this figure. I think it may be how this blue robot face is a similar shade to the Ejitsu symbol on his torso, and as I said before, I like the design of the Skybound Ninja, and the black and white just work so good together. In 11th, I've put Master Chen, and I am so incredibly sad that I don't own this figure because it is just so cool. I mean, it is Master freaking Chen. I love everything from his snake hat thing to his cape to all of the printing on his torso, legs, and his face as well. I guess I just really like everything about this figure. And yeah, as I said, I think he looks really cool and I really want it, like right now. And just making it into the top 10 is the NRG Ninja, which is based off the Ninja's true potentials. And as you have and will see, I just have a soft spot for special variants of the Ninja. And firstly, I just want to say that the designs for these are really nice, which may be why they are also so expensive, even if they aren't really catering to the show. And keeping on with the designs, they are all very different from each other and also very similar at the same time. They are all one color with small highlights of like another color. They all have their symbol on the top left of their torso and then the element going down through their torso to the legs. I hope that I can get my hands on these figures one day, but for now, I'm just content with staring at them all day long. But we don't have time for that, because in 9th, we have the Tournament Ninja, the ones with the half masks. The Tournament of Element versions, the original ones, not the legacy ones. Yeah, I only just realized how many Tournament Ninja variants there really are. So I actually own 2 of these, being Jay, who I got from the Electromech, and Lloyd, who I got from the Jungle Bike. And what's weird is that the 2 I don't own are Kai and Cole, just so happen to come in the 2 cheaper sets of the ways. But anyway, I do like pretending that I own all of them by using the legacy versions for Kai and Cole, with the original head and hair pieces stuck on them. Also, fun fact, I broke my Tournament Lloyd's legs when making this video, so I had to glue it, and now I have to glue it again because I just broke it by touching it. Anyway, I really like the sleeveless look for the Ninja, and I've always been a fan of the half mask, and I'm always happy to see the Ninja's hair pieces in a set. And in 8th, we have another group of 4 Ninja, but instead of Lloyd, we have Zane instead, and that is the Golden Dragon Ninja. Alright, so I'm a sucker for translucent pieces on minifigures, and well, majority of each of these figures is translucent, and while the parts that aren't translucent are just designed fantastically as well. And you can also tell they put a lot of care into these figures, because I believe that from the wings to the armor to the helmet, they were all especially made for these figures, again if I'm assuming correctly. Anyway, if I had to rank these in order from least favorite to most, it would be Cole, Zane, Jay, and then my boy Kai. Alright, so in 7th, we have a figure that I have wanted for a long time, and I, may have mentioned it about 100 times on this channel before, and that is this figure, Jungle Zane. I just love the silver or titanium or whatever you want to call it. I also really like the blue face that he has, just like with the Destiny Zane figure. And I know that he may not be the best figure, he is just really special to me because, as I mentioned before, I have been trying to get my hands on him for a long time, and I was so close to getting him twice from his Dragon set and then the LEGO Dimensions pack, but I already went into why I didn't end up getting those 2 in another video. I just don't remember which one, because as I mentioned before, I have talked about him quite a lot on this channel. And in 6th, I have put the iconic first green ninja suit. So I don't know what it is about this figure, but it kind of has like an aura to it, if you know what I mean. I also really like the dark green arms and like the white t-shirt coming through the suit as well. The silver detailing around the torso also looks super clean as well. And in 5th, we actually have a non-canon to the show minifigure, and that is Source Tournament Kai. So here's easily my favorite Tournament Ninja. I just think that Kai's red just works super well with the yellow on his arms and also the gold detailing on his shirt. And as I'm sure I've mentioned already in this video, I'm a sucker for the half masks, and I also really like the island headbands as well. But that isn't my favorite Kai minifigure, because in 4th, I've decided on Climber Kai. I mean, the climber suits are some of my favorite ninja suits, because for starters, the armor might actually be my favorite armor piece ever, and I also really like the ropes and the other climbing gear on his torso, and the classic Kai red, the dark red, and also the orangey yellow, and also the gold work incredibly well together to make this one of the, if not the best Kai minifigure we have ever gotten. And to kick off the top 3, we have another Dragon's Rising character being Evil J. So in the show, you could say that Evil J was a little bit disappointing, but his minifigure definitely is not. So Jay hasn't really used a whole lot of dark blue before. In fact, this is probably the first Jay minifigure to at least use it as its primary color. And you know what? If Nia is now going to be sticking with the light blue, I am definitely not totally against Jay using dark blue as his color from now on. The black on his mask and his armor also just works so incredibly well with that dark blue, and then the lighter colors being the light blue and the yellow complement the rest of the figure really well. This is definitely a figure I'm going to be buying on bricks and pieces as soon as he actually gets put onto there, because I've been waiting like a year now. And just barely missing out on top spot is the entire lineup of the Elemental Ninja from Season 2. So I really love it when the ninja use black on their suits, because the ninja's colors always just blend so well with dark black, which is exactly why I really like the Deep Stone and Skybound suits as well. I also really dig the ZX masks on them as well. But of course, in the top spot, I had to put the original Golden Ninja minifigure, the gold version of the Elemental Lloyd suit. I mean, when you think of Ninjago minifigures, Golden Lloyd just has to be one of the first minifigures that you think of. I like the small dark green details around the torso, and I know that a lot of people really just like the golden head for this figure, but for me personally, I actually really prefer the golden head. It just really completes the look for me. Okay, so that completes the video. Let me know your favorite Ninjago minifigures, and also let me know which figures I missed out on and which ones I put in here but had just no place on this list as well. And if you want to hear my thoughts on each ninja suit line, I highly encourage you to click on this video right here. See you later. Be Ninja.